What is an API? The acronym API stands for Application Programming Interface. Essentially, APIs connect apps together. An API is simply some software that sends information back and forth between a website or app and its user. When a user makes a request within the user interface, that request is linked to an API within a website or app's code that uses data to provide the user with a response. It is a way for different systems and applications to communicate and share data with each other through code. I'll provide an example to help break this down a bit further. Let's take Apple's weather app, for instance. Now, we know that Apple does not have their own weather stations all around the world that are collecting their own data and reporting back to their weather app. They use weather.com's data from their weather stations and provide their users with this information through the Apple Weather app. The connection between weather.com's weather station data and Apple's weather app is what we would refer to as an API. This API allows the weather data to be transmitted between these two applications automatically. Every time you use your smartphone to call an Uber, check the news, or order food, APIs are working in the background to make sure all of that is possible and presenting it in a user-friendly way. APIs have become increasingly important because they are now packaged as products that developers can use to build your site or app and add value. They allow developers to build on top of existing platforms. If you'd like to include a Google Maps aspect to your website, there is a specific API for that. You would simply add the API for Google Maps to your website's code, and then you do not have to design this aspect yourself and can stay on top of any updates that Google Maps may create. APIs help to improve a website or app's functionality by transmitting data back and forth in the background. They allow developers to add value to a website or app seamlessly and make the web useful and interactive for all users.